is up? How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everyone. Hope your week has gone well, and we are here to hunt some coins. I got 2 boxes. My double stack bank did not get any this week, which kind of worked out, but luckily my other bank with the Loomis rolls, they came through with a couple of boxes, so we're going to do 2-box hunt, and then we'll have a short auction. Let's run through the list. I see we already got 29 people up in here. Let's see what I can do here. And I see Bellows Ford, Blistering Barnacles, Brian Jensen, Brian Robeson, Chicken Man Dan, Christopher Ty, Chew, Dad Spare Change, Denmo, JC Likes Pam, Jim Thompson, Caleb, Michael Erickson, Mike Slide, Namaste, Forget Me Not, Silver Serpent, The Bud File, Tom Thumb, and Wendy. Hello, one and all. I think we had a few more slip in there. Silver Serpent, maybe. Jim Thompson from the Outer Banks of North Carolina, or like he said earlier, almost the Outer Banks. I guess Jim is on the move. So welcome everybody. Thanks for dropping in today. Hope we have a good hunt. Haven't done 2 of the double stack boxes in quite a while. So it will be fun to get into some of those. Let's get the first box over here. We'll get going. Hey, Shell Bell. I am reminding everyone that I will not be streaming any next week. It will be Tuesday week, so not this Tuesday or Saturday. It will probably be the next Tuesday before I am back on again. And so my knife is in need of some service. Usually I sliced right through that. But today it's being contrary, so have not sharpened it in a while, and actually cutting cardboard is not the best thing to do with a knife. So, oh, there's Lisa D. All right, so there are the coins. We're just going to get going here. Again, I still cannot WalkerMagnet family visit. My sister-in-law lost her. Oh, I am sorry, Jim Thompson. I am so sorry, Jim Thompson. Visiting family because of a bad situation. Sister-in-law lost her stepson to suicide on Thursday. That is so sad. So sad. I'm sorry, Jim. Thanks for letting us know, though. I will certainly put that family on my prayer list for sure. That's a really nice 74. That might have to check the album on that one. The 71D. Oops, I haven't adjusted my scope. Gotta get it down there where we can see what we can see. I know Paul was under the weather. He's still awaiting a lot of tests from the hospital. We got BH Ringer still recovering from a broken leg and arm, I think, from 2 separate incidences. Fleabag, of course. Keep Fleabag in your thoughts also, because there's Hannah Carter. I know her. He is had a progression in his leukemia battle, so please keep him. There's Nick Molnar. Nick, I got you some mail coming. It may be a little bit, like you said, because of the post, but I got you and Elizabeth. I got y'all mailed out. Everything went out as far as auction things and that sort of stuff this week. I mean, there's some really nice coins in here in the 70. There's a 71 that just, I mean, a blinger. I might put that one up there and check the album too. But, yeah, I got it sent off, and, yep, doing all right. Doing all right. Getting ready for a little trippy trip. Man, there's a nice 81. I'm going to put some of these aside and see if I can update my album as we find them. Oops, wrong knife. I put that up there. I don't like to use my bone handle knife, the white one, because these coins, your hands get so dirty. I don't like to handle that knife when my hands are so dirty. JC Light Sam, how are you doing? Trying to figure my chat out here. I don't like how I have to set it up because I can't set it up like I normally do. But we can work through that. There is an auction list out there. If there's interest there, you can check out the description in this stream, and also on my community tab, I posted all the auction goodies on it. So if there's anything anybody's interested in. Oh, nice. Okay, Wendy. It's always nice to see a little beauty like that, you know, a little something to brighten your day. We don't have to stay coin related here. I'm open to pretty much talking about anything that doesn't cause an argument. 71D. I've been dumping my coins in a bucket in a thing and then dumping them in my containers I carry back to the bank. And I finally, my containers are like small. They're just creamer jugs. So I finally started, J-Ram. Man, J-Ram, I haven't seen you in a coon's age, man. Thank you for dropping in, and even more, thank you for the super chat. Very, very generous of you. And good to see you. Good to see you. I need to change the fines too. I have not updated that. What you been up to, J-Ram? Super good to see you back in the chat. J-Ram has hunted with us a good bit back in the day. Well, actually, back when I was selling the boxes, he had some really good boxes with me. We found a New Jersey commemorative for him one day that was in a box that was crazy. So good to see you, J-Ram. Thanks for letting us know you're still around, my friend. J-Ram has been a great supporter of the channel through the years. It's kind of weird to think that as long as we've been, you know, that I can now say, yeah, I've been here years. Working a lot at new job. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I hope you are enjoying the new job. Jobs are important, or at least they're a means to an end. 71D. I will be flying off to New York tomorrow. Hannah will be here in charge of the Emporium. 74D. So we will have a giveaway at 50 likes, 75 likes, 100 likes, all the good likes. All the good likes will get something. Silver's still holding in there at $36 an ounce. I think it was like $36.35 last time I looked at the end of the week. Sit in seat 11A. Well, I tell you what, that was awful, that Indian airline crash. And one guy survived. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Actually, I can't imagine. I can't imagine waking up to that kind of destruction and being able to walk away from it. So the weather has gotten hot here in Alabama. We are hitting low 90s just about every day right now. Lots of new coin. 2023. I am seeing a mix though. I'm seeing the 2021s pop in too, but maybe we can find a little gem in there somewhere. Paul will not be on today, as I mentioned just a minute ago, so we'll kind of be a 58 cooling rain there. We haven't seen anything below 70s even at night in quite a while. Got 37 light. We got a giveaway at 50. That's a good roll there. It's got a lot of coins to look at. Couldn't find my car keys. I remember I let my wife roll up my windows last night. Guess where I found my... Oh. That's not good. You got a battery charger, Playback, or can you jump it off? I had an issue with my riding lawnmower. The battery kept going dead. And I knew the battery was good. I mean, I thought, at least I felt it was. I put a new battery in it when my dad gave it to me. And... I think the light switch was partially on, and that was draining the battery. I bought a battery charger. I couldn't find my battery charger, but I put a battery charger on it for a little while, and it, nope, jumped it all good. All right. Put the battery charger on it for a little while, got the grass knocked out. But we've had so much rain. I mean, we haven't had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of storms that come through, just a little pop-up. And we seem to be hitting more of them than normal. And so we're getting enough rain to really keep the grass in turbo growth mode. So I could actually almost cut it again, and I just cut it a few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. But it will have to wait a week. It will have to wait a week. $71D. Hey, Roger Ivy, how are you doing today? We got 39 lights, working our way up the board there. Where, oh, where has all the silver gone? Where, oh, where can you be? Not in Alabama. Not in Alabama. 72. Anybody made any good pickups? Dad's Spare Change had a weird nickel. I've never really come across a double-headed nickel, but Dad's Spare Change found a double-headed nickel in his hunt that he put on my Discord. Brad V. Oh, Jim Thompson in with 10 WalkerMagnet memberships. Brad V. Richard Metcalf. Veteran Scratcher, Timothy Morrell, hey Timothy, Batman, Landscaper Life, Chris G, Christopher Todd, J Dud, and Hartford Junction. All got free membership. Thank you so much for doing that, Jim. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Gentleman and a scholar. So has anyone sold some silver since it's been so high? Can Collectibles. Hey, Can. Number 41. Thank you, my friend. I was looking at your auction list. Can has an auction going on. I'm assuming Monday. That is a benefit auction for a subscriber of his that's in sore need of the money. So if you guys, and Can, if you want, I can have one of my mods, if you could go to Can's channel, and if you would like, he did a auction video a day or two ago. If you want to grab that link and put it in the chat, you can. There is a very, very nice Oregon Trail commemorative graded in that. Man, and I would love to be able to bid on that. I think I have it, though. I think I have it in my album. So, but if you've ever wanted to get a graded silver commemorative, then this is a chance to get a nice one. Very, very nice one. Can does a lot for the community. Always a great channel to check out. Kind of like the WalkerMagnet channel, just laid back and fun. So check him out. Hey, Jack Gallman. There it is. Thank you, Shell Bell. So there's the link there. Shell Bell just dropped the link for Can's auction video. If y'all want to check it out, he got some really nice stuff coming there, and all of that, to my understanding, will go to benefit the subscriber that was in need. So 72 Pete Net Fiends in the house. You're welcome, Can. You are welcome. 71. All right, Jim. Take care. Be safe. Thank you for the membership, my friend. Always good to see you. Thank you, Jim. I hope to. I am looking forward to a little getaway. It's been a minute. See, when was my last? I guess, well, I went to my brother-in-law's, and I enjoyed that too. But as far as really getting out of state, it's been a while. Been a minute. $71D. $74D. Chicken Man Dan. Chicken Man Dan, the best name on the internet. Best name in YouTube. Chicken Man Dan. Hey, Kenny King. Good morning to you. Good morning my time anyway. I will be starting to get the giveaways. I got a small pile of them here that I need to get out when I get back from my trip. So all the giveaways today, and the auction items also. I may try to get a couple this afternoon done, and then Hannah can drop them in the mailbox. next week, but I'm not positive. So if you do purchase an auction item today, it may be a week before I get it in the mail to you. But as soon as I get back home, I will get that done. Hey, BH Ringer, how are you? Give us an update, BH. BH Ringer is recovering from a broken leg, among other things. So hope you are doing well and making progress, my friend. 71D. Oh, 49 light. One more light to go. There's Jim Cantor. One more light. Hitty that likey button. Hey, Martin Bowen. Martin Bowen. I hope Martin Bowen is quite busy getting the sheet metal put up on his roof that he's doing in his little pavilion there. So I know he has fought the giant to try to get that metal in, and it finally came in. So hope everything is going well with that. There we go. I see 50 likes. Rumor has it. BH Ringer is. All right, let's get the 50 likes going. And there we go. You got 3 minutes to get in on it. Assuming everything worked. Looked like it's worked. Yep, it's loading names. All right. The 50 likes today will be 2 Rosie dimes. 72. My kid bought me a Blackstone griddle for Father's Day. So I'm looking forward to, hey, Valerie Bowen. Oh, I forgot to say hello to my super fan, Gabe Bowen. How are you doing today, Gabe? I am so sorry I forgot to say hi to you. I hope your day's going well, and thank you for watching the streams like you do. You are a super fan, no doubt. Got 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. We are not in a back. I got the it's like the 21 inch that's not the freestanding. I got to get a table for it. I've got a table out there, but it needs to be heat resistant. So I'm going to buy me a little table for it, and so when I get back, I got to season it and get it ready for some cooking. Got to decide what we're going to cook first. Got 1 minute left. 1 minute to remaining. Brenda Shank, how are you? Got a decent mix of the new one, 2023s and 2021s. I know Dad Spare Change said he got 2 more boxes of 2021s up at his place. He lives north of me in Tennessee. So, hoping those don't come back. We have done our share of them, I think, down in the southeast. AZ Coins, how are you doing? Hope I haven't missed anybody. Chat kind of popping right now because of the giveaway, so hopefully Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. So we got it down. We're ready to see if my screen's going to work. No. Yep. Hey, look at there, man. We are kicking on all cylinders today. Oh, we had 4 boxes of 2021s. All right, we're picking a winner here. Good luck, everybody. 32 people in, and the winner is Silver Serpent. Has won the first of our giveaways. Congratulations. And gonna complete that. Go back to the other screen. And I got you there. All right. Congratulations. Thank you for being in here today. And back we go to the coinage. Oops. Except we got to change screens. Right. I meant to look. I think your album's supposed to get there today, Michael Erickson. I think it was due to be delivered on the 14th. I don't know if that changed or not. Last time I looked on my shipping app. So you already done with the roof? Okay, Jolly Roger. Do you already got the 10 up, Martin? That is a quick job if that's so. 72. Yeah, I guess, I know there's probably other streams out there, but as far as our regularly scheduled programming, Honey Southwest Ohio will be on tonight, I'm assuming. I have not really heard from him, but all right, Ken. $72. Good afternoon, Valerie Bowen. I hope you are fine. I hope Gabe is doing fine. I said hi to Gabe, a little red. Okay, all right, Michael. I knew they were hard at it. I didn't know if they were finished already or not. I haven't put up much in the way of sheet metal roofing, but I know they were ready for it. I mean, they waited so long to get the metal in. I'm sure they had everything ready to go. They just needed the metal to do it with. So 71D. Try something. Not too bad. I want to see if I can see the coins better. There's a lot of extra light. Maybe I could turn that on as a little extra instead of having that big light on. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Ooh, we got an 82 P, no FG. Can y'all see an FG there? If you think it's there, let me know. If you think it's there, let me know. That will be a miscellaneous find for the day. Silver Serpent says no FG. Going to set that aside to be flipped. I may take an alcohol wipe or something to get some of that dingy off of it, but we do have a miscellaneous find for the day. We'll take it. So I got to check all these while I had them set aside. Let me 71D. I was looking on the Delta app this morning. Hannah was asking me what time I was supposed to get back. And I looked on it. I couldn't find my return trip. For a minute, I thought, surely to goodness I didn't book this one way. And I had sent a screenshot of the deal when I finished it and to Shelbyville. And I told her, I said, I don't think I planned a trip home. She said, yes, you did. You sent me a thing. So she sent it to me, and sure enough, I finally found it. I would have thought if it was a round trip that they would have included everything on the app, you know, in one go, but it kind of got separated into two trips, one go and one back as far as looking at tickets and stuff on the app. I have it all loaded up now. I thought it was going to be a long stay or a short stay one, depending on what kind of flight I could have got back, but it was there. I should get back home Saturday night about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or something like that. Got a few hour layover going and coming, which I don't mind that. I don't like to be rushed. I'd much rather have a 2 or 3 hour layover and not have it cut so close that you get a little delay and all of a sudden you missed your flight. That's what happened when I came back from Denver. I didn't have but an hour layover in Dallas, I think it was, or wherever it was I stopped at. And my first flight was delayed to the point that I ended up missing it. But it all worked out in the end. I even got my luggage. I was thinking that with that many flight changes and I was on a standby for one flight, so I might have been able to get on it, and I ended up getting on it. So I don't know how they get all that luggage done like that. I know sometimes they don't, but They did on mine that time. I was grateful. I went down to the luggage rack because I checked my luggage because they were, you know, suggesting, asking for people to volunteer to do that. So I did, and then all that changing stuff occurred, and next thing I know, I'm in Birmingham, but luckily my luggage made it. So all good there. All good there. And we are over halfway through with no good goodies. We got a little goodie, but not a good goodie. A 72D. 71D. 72D. So what is on the plan for you guys today and this weekend? Paul Abram, how are you doing? $72. Yeah, that's true too, Martin Bowen. Happy early Father's Day. Father's Day is tomorrow, so I hope everybody has planned with their dad. If they're still around, me and the kids took my dad out to a supper, or a lunch, earlier this week. Then Hannah, they had a little gathering party or whatever at the community where he lives now, and so Hannah went to that with him last night, and they had live music, and she said it was fun. They had a good time. And then so I've told him I would not be there. It's another just beautiful, got some scratches on it, but overall that is a beautiful 71 if it wasn't for the scratches. Birthday note, 53. No, that's a year off mine, and mine is August. I found one too. I think it wasn't the prime, you know, it wasn't in the right order, but it was, I want to say it was a 91 or something like that. Can't remember the year. I know I found an August note too one day. I've got several birthday notes, 71D. I did another $500 worth earlier this week. Found 250,000 run size star note. So that's kind of a rare bird. Rare bird. And then I found one that kind of had an odd. It had a, you know, like a cool looking number. It was like 2403 and 2404, and I put a picture of it on Discord, and Martin Bowen said, man, that looks familiar. And so he went and he had found one that was a different year, but he found one that was 2401, 2402. Anyway, it was consecutive numbers on those two. And I thought that was kind of cool. With different years, but the numbers were almost matches. But they were consecutives. All right, let's put the lid on that one. give the coin machines a break this week. 56 likes. That's good. We like them likes. $71. Well, I like to do them. I got a plan there, JC like Pam. I found one the other day that I ran, and it ended up being I found this one. 0036589, and it ended up being a valid zip code, and it was in Southside, Alabama. And so I'm going to continue to keep these. I don't really think there's any value to them, but I thought it would be hey, good idea. Good idea. I'm sure Delta would love the baggage fee on that. All right, Lisa D. But anyway, I thought that was cool. It ended up being a zip code for Southside, Alabama. So my plan is that every time I find one of these, I'm going to try to get one from each state. You know, that would be kind of cool. That would be a fun way to collect them. Kind of like doing state quarters. I want to do state zip codes in ones. Can back. Walking the puppers. I usually let Angus lay with me at night when I go to bed for a little while, but it had rained enough yesterday evening that his feet was wet, and I didn't want to let him. Yeah, I think so, Martin. I don't know. I like to have an idea, you know, when I'm collecting. You know, I'm going to do it this way or that way just because I think it's cool to me. So that was my idea on the zip code notes. What's up, Caleb? She has me trained well. Yeah, you got to love those doggies, though. I have two, Walker and Angus. Angus was named after AC/DC guitarist Angus Young. My lovely alley cat was a huge AC/DC fan. They're actually supposed to be in Nashville coming up, and Hannah said, we ought to go. And I was like, your mom would roll over in her grave. That was her utmost hope, would be to go to an AC/DC concert. All right, we are down to the last 15. Last 15. Yep, that was all her doings. People think it's kind of a cute name. They'll say Angus. And I was like, yeah, you know, Angus Young, AC/DC. A lot of these youngsters, I don't know, that's still such a popular band, most people have heard of it. All right, JC like Pam, you're on the way. You got 2 states out of the way. I got to go through, I'm starting to get quite a few notes. I need to go through and really do a hard organization of my notes. Oh, that's true, Chris Helms, I guess. With her physical disabilities, travel of that kind was very, very hard. We did go to see Pentatonics, though, here in town. That was fun. She enjoyed that so much. Yeah. But hey. Thank you, JC. And they're really kind of hard to find. To have one with the three zeros in the front, you don't come across those, really that often. I guess, of course, the more you search, the more your odds are, but I've only found 2 or 3. I have found some that had 3 zeros that weren't zip codes. So, hey, William E., thank you. We are trying. Not having much of the luck right now, but we did find a NIFCs A3 So those are nice little find. We ain't even had one NIFC yet. Hannah sent me a video of a pit bull earlier in the water in this lake, I guess, and just rooting around under the water. All you could see was his tail. And then all of a sudden he comes up with like a 3-pound largemouth bass in his mouth. A fishing dog. If I could get Angus to find silver, maybe, we could have something going there. I resemble that remark, Michael Erickson. $74D. Going to hit up the tool deals today. All right. Hopefully avoid the distraction. Well, good luck, William. Just don't go to Harbor Freight. We have 62 likes. You guys are coming on with the likes. 62 likes. Almost to 75. $71. Oh yeah, truffles. I thought it was pigs that could smell truffles. Woo! Bunch of new ones in that one. Well, you might be able to get a good sponge here, but don't buy no water hose. I put a little clip on my Discord, in my Discord group. I bought 2 brand new water hoses from water truck from Hobo Freight, as Michael said. And I had my gutters. I needed to flush my gutters out, and I had another hose in the back that didn't even have an end on it. The dog chewed the hose in two. but it had enough extra length there for me to be able to reach my gutter all the way down. So I connected the two together. So I had a brand new, just bought, put on the spigot hose, and another older hose. It was a slightly smaller diameter, but not a ton of restriction there. And I had it stretched out, and I was up on the ladder flushing the gutters out, and the hose busted without any, I mean, I didn't have a nozzle on it. It was just an open hose, and the thing busted. So I had one, I bought two, and I had one in the front yard. I took them both back. I haven't really even used the one in the front yard, but oops. I took it back because if I had used it and it bust too, it would be a lot, I would have a lot more issue when I went back. I just saving myself some grief. You never get your hose from Hobo Freight. Word to the wise. I mean, I bought things from them that were all right, but I bought some drill bits that were trash. So there's some things I might buy there, but overall, if it's something, I don't know. I mean, it looked good. It was supposed to be like a construction grade water hose, and it ended up not being so good. Got poison ivy or poison oak. I've still been fighting from my trip to Tennessee, rooting around in the woods. I was looking online. I want to get a smaller diameter search coil for my metal detector next time I get to go up. The one I had so wide it was hard to use in amongst all those weeds and tree trunks and stuff. All right, we're getting to the bottom of the thing. We got 64 lights, so 11 more lights from 75. 71. First box quarters. Four rows to go. Box number one. All right, Paula, take care. Shiny 78. Oh, broken ladder, nice. Lisa D's hitting some goodies. There's a gas station here, local, that Hannah goes to buy Red Bull or whatever down the road or up the road, or she's got the guy at the teller looking out for star notes. She ran up there the other night to get a vape or something, and when she came back, she said, "I got you a star note," and she got the teller looking for them in the store. And then the girls at the restaurant, when they get their tip money, they're looking for them there. So I'm delegating the star note search. 3 rows to go. 72. I think it's the D. Yep. Probably do a bill hunt later tonight. The first 400 produced 7 star notes and a 63B, and that's a nice one. Like I was saying, Namaste, Paul's not going to be on this afternoon. You would have a few hours to stream if you wanted to do a pop-up. I will be starting to pack. I don't like to rush around packing because I'll forget something. So I am going to start the packing process so that I can review Yep, there you go. Pa is under the weather, awaiting tests and things from the hospital, so he was not feeling good, said he would not be on today, so I just thought I'd throw that out there if you were looking for a time slot to jump in. 71D. And another 71D. Last row. Can we get some last row magic? Me too, Can. I'm worried about him, be honest. I ain't worried about him, but hopefully they can figure out what's wrong and get him on the mend. Life would be a little dimmer without our good old friend Paul Spare Time around. Oops, that one. Let me look at that one again. The damaged coins are so hard sometimes to see the DDOs and things on it, and sometimes you'll throw one up there and see a mashed down R, and it makes you think it might have been a double die, but most of the time it's not. I've only found one no-brainer 71D in my searching. Ooh, I'm going to tell that plane to giddy up. I love me some strawberry pie. All right, as expected. Got one more to go. Let's get her over here. Get her over here and open her up. Let's see. Nothing amazing on the top. Strawberry rhubarb. I've never had rhubarb, Shelby. I'm excited. Fleabag is predicting silver. Fleabag is predicting silver. Let's see how Fleabag silver sniffer works. Let's see how good Fleabag silver sniffer works. Fresh peach. I like fresh peach too, and key lime. I remember when I worked at the university here years ago, the department head was a member at one of the local country clubs, and he took the staff. He took the staff to the country club for lunch on. I don't remember if it was Christmas. I think it was, but man, they had a homemade a butter pecan ice cream, and this was back in '83, somewhere back in, around 84, 85. But I still remember that to this day. It was so good. It was so good. Well, that's an inside joke because of the currency collecting Michael Erickson. I have accumulated quite a little collection of reference materials. So that's a cool thing about the currency is that, the signatures make a difference, and knowing, what the signatures are can really make a difference in the price point of the currency and that kind of stuff. So it's really kind of fun. It's like I got two gold certificates. One of them looks not as good as the other, but the signatures on the worst one make it worth as much as the nicer one. So you gotta be able to look that stuff up. So I am getting well stocked. I'm thinking to start buying the collection on Whitman of obsolete notes. So I'm looking forward to start seeing some of that too. Like if you look at a coin is a coin. You might not be able to see a BAM or a DDO with your naked eye or whatever, but you can gauge quality by looking at it to a point, But with bills, you have to be able to figure out what the Friedberg numbers are, and that's just a guy that cataloged all these bills and associated a reference number to them that helps you identify them. And so, but to do that, you got to have the books that give you the definition or give you the signatures so that you can figure out what you got. So I'm really enjoying that part of it very much. I'm just looking forward to some 90-degree days and some nice cool nights. I'll get another little taste of fall in Alabama, but it will be well north. Oh, the weather looks like it's supposed to be good next week, though, Shell Bell. Have to add that one to the memory bank so we can call Uncle Bucky, Sexy Colonel Sanders, Professor. Now, that was Chip, wasn't it, that come up with that Colonel Sanders stuff. I've been called a lot of things. I've only been to one ski resort. It was in Germany at the, I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. Started with a K. Anyway, they had the Olympics there, and they had the ski jump and the ski, the big hill and all that. First time I ever encountered snow over 5 inches deep. Bet for truth. Hey, y'all, went through 3 boxes, no silver, but I did find a 1776, 1976 with Pensacola engraved across the front. I would not think so. I would think somebody engraved that bet for truth, to be honest with you. Never came across anything like that. But I would say that would be after mint adjustment. Sight unseen. But never late for dinner. Yeah, don't call me late for dinner. There you go, Fleabag. I'm having trouble. This chat I've got on this side is so far over I can't see it. And so this chat that I'm reading as part of Streamlabs doesn't highlight my name when you guys put it in. So every now and then I glance to the right over here and I see somebody has tagged me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting up there and finding some cooler weather. Oh yes, it does. I can, in my other chat it would do it, but I can't pull that up anymore. Do you use Streamlabs? Namaste? Because used to, when I would pull it up, there would be a little chat box at the bottom of the chat on the right side, and I could click that, and it prompted me to open it up in a browser. And then, all right, Ken, thanks for dropping by, my friend. And when I did that, I could move a big blown up chat over to this other monitor, and it was much easier to follow, but I can't do that anymore. Okay, all right. I use Streamlabs Desktop. $72p. And it's been pretty reliable. I've been able to do everything I want to do on it, but sometimes it throws you a curveball. A curvy ball. I clicked over on the Braves last night. I don't watch them every night, but occasionally I'll see them on TV. I'll flick over. There is the Silver Addiction. How are you doing, old friend? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in today. I tuned in. They were down 4-1, and I watched about 15-20 minutes of it, and guy hit a 3-run homer, tied it up. I don't know if they won or not. They've been struggling this year, from what I understand. $72D. We found a 82p no FG a little bit. 71 lights, almost there. Almost there. Got a silver quarter and a war nickel for you at 70 lights. We have 2 EOSs. I've got a members EOS and a EOS for everyone, including members. So today the EOS is from Jim Thompson. Jim Thompson was nice enough to send me some 40%ers for the giveaway. So I meant to note that on there, but it is the giveaway for EOS show bell is going to be from Jim Thompson, a resident of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Found 23 rows of 2020s in one box. Why do we save these? There's not the bet for truth. Not really. I mean, some people just, some people they are lower mintage than the regular coin, but I don't think there's much value in them. I used to save NIFCs. My goal was to have a full tube of each one, P and D. But I ended up cashing them all in. So it's kind of just a collector's thing, in my opinion. Some people want to keep them because they are a lower mintage. They are collectible from that standpoint. But as far as holding them because of value, I don't think it's worth it. Too much money tied up into a coin that is pretty much just worth face value. 2020, are they Philadelphia's or Denver's? I'm going to do a quick check and see what they're going for on the gray sheet. They're worth at least 50 cents. We know that. They're worth at least 50 cents. $20.20 is worth 80 cents at the very lowest grade, and it's worth $34 in a mint state. What mint state? They only show a mint state 68, and that retails for $34. Wholesale for $25. A mint state 67 is worth $16. So then if you get down to just a general circulation, they're worth 80 cents. So XF and a VF is worth 80 cents. Actually, wholesale, they're worth 50 cents. So, nah, I can't see keeping those. Can't see keeping those. Vincent C's in the house. How you doing, Vincent? 73 light. We're almost there. Almost there. If you can find someone to buy them, yeah. Yep. Whew. 72D. It kind of looked good from the eyeball test, but not so good under magnification. Magnification. Hey, Crafty, she's late, but here. That is all that matters. You get participation points, absolutely. $72p. Hope you're doing well, Vincent. We got a big skunker. The only thing we found in the other box was that 82p. We haven't even found to this point NIFC even. We found 2 proof last week. They were in double stacks. I always like to find a proof. I like proofs. $73D. $73D. That 73 looked kind of had a tint to it that looked silvery before I turned it over. $71D. There's my boy, Bear Bite 775. It's my son Jacob. How you doing, son?
Can't touch this.
72p. Let's go ahead and change this one out. That is working better than trying to dump them in the bucket. Kind of handling them twice, so this is a step up in the process. Oh, let's see something. So I don't have free membership to give out for some reason. I don't think I've given out any this month from my account. 72. Ooh, that's the only thing about that. Very loud on the first few coins till we get a little buffer in there. I'll try to put them in more gently. I don't know, Playback. I don't know, man. I don't think it's in Alabama. Maybe it's in Ohio tonight. Maybe in Ohio, but not Alabama. Not in Florida either, says Bet for Truth. We have, I mean, you can see I've only found, 16 for the year. And we have skipped a weekend here and there, but overall we're doing 2 to 4 boxes a week. And so that's all I have found this year. I think I might have found one doing a box on my own. Perry Martin's in the chat. How you doing, Perry Martin? I might have found one on my own, but been very, very few and far between. But I'm still hunting them. Still hunting them. Yeah, the excitement is gone. I missed the days of finding 106 silver in a box, 30, 40 silver in a box. Frostbite coin. Frostbite had a live out today talking about the new privy mark that the mint came out with. A lot of people were trying to snatch those up. You'll find one that you'll get a box that might still have some in it every now and then, but you know, now you have to go through 20 boxes to find a 40%er. 20 boxes to find a 40%er. this goes a lot quicker. I hope people are realizing that are interested in any of the auction items. Usually I'm pushing 2 o'clock to get through a normal stream. Oops, 76 likes. Let's go ahead and get that knocked out. Usually I'm pushing 2 o'clock and after to get 2 boxes hunted with donators, but this way it goes a lot quicker. So my auctions come a lot earlier than they used to. That's going to be up before we know it. It's going to be up before we know it. Got to be something around 70 days to kick off. Got a minute 52 seconds. There's Jonathan Eason. How you doing? Well, it's just a lot faster when I'm not having to, you know, take care of the donators in between boxes, and then sometimes you don't have all the boxes sold, so you kind of wait around to try to get, although I have to admit I did not have that issue very often. And thanks to all you guys that were so good about donating every week. But I don't know, it just took more time. When I was doing donators. Now, well, and also if I see a 71D that just beat the heckin' back, a lot of times I'll just skip it over. 74s also, 74Ds. But hunting for myself, I don't have to look at every coin for DDOs and stuff if they're so beat up. An 82P. We did find it in OFG earlier. $72. Got, oh, that's it. 75 likes is over. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Got 30 people up in here, and the winner for the 75 like is Michael Erickson. Michael Erickson has won 75 likes. You know him. You know him. And I know him too. Thanks, my friend, and congratulations. Ooh, we are back. Oh, I did not change. Yeah, I did. I changed screens. I just used my button to change back right quick. $100 likes would be a 64 Kennedy. Hard to believe. 90% are half dollars are almost $13 a piece now. Oh, did you get it? well, you might have a little surprise there, Michael Erickson. So I didn't know. So you can let me know if you already had that or not. I've got a Whitman V-Nickel album in the auction. It's used. I had one in this Dansco pickup that I did. So I swapped my Whitman album over to the Dansco. So if anybody is needing and I've got to do it for $10 because it probably cost me $8. It cost me about $8 to ship them. So that's why I got it for $10. I can't hardly do it for less than 10. But it'll cost me most of that just to put it in the mail. Whew, that's a nice 72.
Very generous of you.
There he goes again. Did I hear screwdriver? $5 super chat from Michael Erickson. There he goes again. 73D. Thank you, Michael Erickson. I appreciate you, brother. Double vodka, please. We got Black Magic Marker Man kicking in here. Scotty Aquati, how you doing? Stinky box. There is our first NIFC. I'm so happy to see you. Where have you been, NIFC? Yep, now for silver. There you go. Now for silver. Let's put it on the board anyway. Let's put it on the board. We're getting rid of zeros from the wrong end. We're supposed to work from left to right, but we're working from right to left. But I guess we'll have to take it because that's what the box is giving. Oh yeah, hey, I am the box magnet here also. That's another name you can add to your list there, Mr. Erickson. I'm the box magnet. It's possible. I have maybe once or twice had one kick out in the coin machine on me. All right, Nick, have a good one, my friend. I've got boxes for my dollar bills now that I've kind of searched around and found one that I got one that is absolutely perfect for, you know, stacking dollar bills in. If you don't have them in protectors, like just generic star notes and things of that nature. Uh-oh. Bullion Brent, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. It will be 1 minute, Brent, before you can chat. So give yourself a minute and you will be able to chat. You have to be a member. I think it's only fair to the people that support the channel so much that you have to be subscribed to chat. So come on in. The water's fine. 72p. Yeah, they are too. I'll show you the boxes that I found. I was able to get them for like $1 a piece, maybe even less than that. There's one that's been mashed to heckin' back, but this is the size that I got to put bills in that have protectors. So, and it just perfectly will stand up the bills in here with protectors. That's got the wrong one, but so it's the perfect size for that. And then I have another one. This is the one for that I'm putting all my just regular star notes, but if they don't have a protector, they stand up in here just absolutely perfectly. So if you get enough of them in, I'm trying to develop me something to, to keep them from falling over. I've been working with trying to bend some cardboard that would hold a little pressure on them just to keep them from falling flat. So that's another little project I'm working on. But anyway, I'm always looking for some kind of little something or another to make my collecting cool. So I'm hoping to one day have enough star notes in there that they'll stand up without something keeping them from falling over. I'm working on it. I am working on it. How you doing, Brent? You made it in. Good deal. Good deal. See if I missed anything. Nope. All right, on we go. On we go. Yeah, that would work too. I just always kind of like to tinker with stuff and see what I can come up with. I actually, at one time, I was trying to find just, you know, there's a 2002. We have 2 NIFCs, ladies and gentlemen. Not one, but 2. Hold down the excitement. It's just games, Brent. We can add points and you can play slots. So if you look up at the top, Silver Serpent, typed in exclamation slot and then a number. And so you can win. They don't do anything for you as far as actually having any value. It's just something to do in the stream for entertainment purposes only, as they say. Entertainment purposes only. There's Fleabag. He is the hands down top dog in the slot world for the channel. But yeah, it's just a game. It's just something to do for entertainment for you guys. You can do that. You can also do a heist game, a gamble game, but it's all for fun. There's Kimmy Keen did the exclamation gamble. So she was playing that. And if you can't, if y'all are having trouble getting him points, I can go in and add them also, if need be. Is it working? I can't see, unable to find him. Let me see if I can do it right quick, Dad Spare Change. Let me see if I can do it. Because sometimes, Brent, it takes a little time for you to be in the stream before it will pick you up. So just be patient with us. We got time today, so... There you go. I got it. Dad Spare Change. I will get him fixed up. All right. You have 1 million walkers to play with now, Brent. Sometimes when you're new to the stream, it's hard for the mods to get Streamlabs to pull you up. So you have Cammy, you'll have to get one of the mods to show you how to type that in. Be honest, I don't like Pa and Hunting Southwest Ohio are the streams that I am in most, and they don't have these type of things in their stream, so I haven't got to use them very much. So the only other stream that I'm in with any big regularity is Sir Benji. So and he has the games in his, but so I don't get to play them much. So there, Fleabag did a duel. So that's how you type it in, Cammy. Fleabag did it. So you have to accept. You have to type in exclamation accept if you want to accept it. So, all in fun and games, though, all for entertainment purposes only. So I did get another. Did I put it on there? Nope. Two NIFCs. $79 likes. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. 72D. Okay, all right. Well, tell him I said hi there, Fleabag. 71. Yep, such a generous community. So, Michael, did you have that dime? There was not a space for it in the album, but I had another album that was an old Mercury album. I need to take all the dimes out of it. And it had that dime in the back, so I stuck it in there. 72p. $71. No, Michael Erickson, it should be a 45 Micro S. The old album that I had a space for it. So there's a 45 regular S, and the one that I put in there is the 45 Micro S. So there were two mint mark styles to that year, to my understanding. And so that one is a 45 Micro S. And there wasn't a slot for it, but in my old album there was. You have to just about get a loop or a scope to be able to see it, but it's much, much smaller than the regular one. All right, you're welcome, my friend. 73D. Yeah, I'm not sure. There really does. I don't think there are any mintage numbers for that mint mark change. I kind of looked into it a little bit, but I couldn't find a whole lot of information on them as far as how many might be out there. Did y'all notice what I did on the intro, but right before the intro today? There is Ron Pierce. Ron, how are you doing? I know you have had some health issues yourself. I hope everybody, hope you are doing better or well or recovering nicely or whatever the case, whatever fits there. I have kept you on my prayer list, old buddy. $71. $71D. $71. Lots. 70. I think there's so many of them that you would have a better chance of finding an EDO. I hope y'all enjoy your lunch. You're like me, JC. I can't type very fast usually. By the time I try to do something like that, 8 people's already answered it before I can get in there. 73D. These rolls compared to the black rolls in the double stack box are so much easier to open. The paper is very firm, so I can get that knife through there and get them open in just a couple of seconds. And with those black rolls, you have to pick them apart. So that's also a reason that these boxes go so much faster. You think you lose a few seconds every roll. It doesn't take long to add 15 or 20 minutes to a screen because of it. 37 people up in here. Today is, the numbers are down today. We usually do much better. We're kind of a holiday weekend with Father's Day. I'm sure there's people traveling and getting ready for that, which that's a good thing. That's a good thing, 72p. Kind of a nicer, unmarked 74, so I don't want to pass up that opportunity. $72D. $71. Oh yeah, it was good. It was good. I woke up at a little before 5 this morning, and then I laid in bed for another 45 minutes or so before I got up. I'm of course being out of town. I'm not doing Sunday school this weekend, but I am the Sunday when I get back. So I got a little extra time to prepare for that. So I did some of that studying this morning, and so yeah, I've been up for quite a while. Been up for quite a while. But when you're not finding anything, I mean, it don't take long to zip through them and put them in the bucket when you're not finding something to be excited about. And like I said before, if it's a really bad looking, because I don't need a miscellaneous to fill the board now, so I don't have to look at every beat up 71D or 72P or 74 to fill that spot. So I can skip a few. All right, last row. And then we got to do a WalkerMagnet pit stop before the auction. Give you guys time to refresh your screens and get ready for some auction goodness. Alrighty. Box skunk number 2. Oh, sad, sad. Alright, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and when I get back, we will start the auction. So give me just a minute. Refresh. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Michael. That is good to know. I will be back in a minute. All right, here we go. All right, so I will be using a couple of different angles here, and I'm going to change my desktop to the camera that I use for bill searches, and I think it will show, I will be able to show the items better that way. Alright, so first up we got 1896 Canadian 5 cent and a 1936 Canadian 1 cent. So here are the coins. They're small. Of course, the Canadian 5 cent is much smaller even than our dime. I'll show you a comparison here. So there is a dime and compared to the Canadian 5 cent. Now I will go ahead and tell you that this dime had a little bit, it is bent a little bit. You can see it there. So here it is under the scope. I will be flicking back and forth between these two views. Namaste gifted 5 WalkerMagnet memberships. Metallic Silver Skull, Dry Alice, John Jacobs, Brian Barba, and Bill Snodgrass. All got membership. Thank you, Namaste. So there is the lady there. That's Victoria. And it is silver. Here is the reverse, Canadian 1896, 5 cent. Again, it does have just a little bit of damage. It is bent just a little bit. So we have Silver Ditching at 9 already. So he started us off. We went with Shell Bell at 5, Silver Ditching at 6. We had Shell Bell at 8. Silver Ditching is at 9. So we set at 9 with Silver Ditching. Thank you, everybody, Shell Bell and Silver Ditching. So there is the beauty. And then the cent's not too bad either. I really love the reverse on this, 1936. Look how clean that is. Very, very clean design on the reverse of the 1 cent. That is a nice Canadian 1 cent with George V on it. So we have Silver Ditching going twice. Caleb comes in at 10. Caleb comes in at $10. $10 Silver Ditching at 11. Silver Addiction at 11. But that is just a beautiful reverse on that. I thought, maybe it's just me, Canadian 5 cent, 1896. We have Silver Ditching at 11. Yeah, Valerie, they are. They're beautiful. I've never really looked at them under the scope before. Silver Ditching at 11. Shell Bell put together an album for me. I have an album going on Canadian cents. But I have never really looked at them under the scope. So we got Silver Addiction going once. Going once, Silver Addiction at 11. 1896, 5 cents. And a 1936 going twice to Silver Addiction. Twice to Silver Addiction at 11. All in fair warning, Silver Ditching at 11. And sold to Silver Addiction. Thank you, buddy. Next up, I have Canadian nickels. These are pretty. I thought there might be some interest in there. We will see. So I got 2 Canadian nickels. I think it's a 30. Now I changed it on the description, but I had it wrote wrong on my envelope. It's a 35 and a 45. So I'm going to go back to my other screen to start with. These are so bright I might need to turn the light off. Yep, so there's the Canadian 5 1935, and here is the Canadian 1945. And I'm starting that off at $1. $1 for a couple of nice older Canadians. Get them under the scope here. Caleb's in at $1. King George VI. And there is the reverse on that. Pretty nickels. 1945. Caleb is in at $1. And then here is the King George V. I didn't think about that, but that's kind of a cool pair to put together. You got George the 5th and the 6th, covering the nickels there, Canadian 5 cents. Another clean back. Shell Bell's in at 2. Shell Bell slides in at 2. Caleb at 3. It's like a Canadian V nickel. Shell Bell at 4. Canadian V nickel. We got Shell Bell at 4. There's the pair. Caleb is in at 5. I would like to remind everybody that I will be a week late getting the auction items out. I'm going to try to work on it this afternoon, maybe tonight. She'll be out to Caleb at 5. Maybe tonight as I'm watching Rick's stream, try to get a few of these addressed and in the mail. But it may be the next week when I get back before I'm able to get all of the auction items out. I hope that is okay with everybody. If you need to wait a few days to pay, that is fine. That is fine. Up to 7 days, I should be able to ship them when I get back. Going twice, going once, going twice to Caleb for $5. My first son was named Caleb, Caleb with a C. All in fair warning to Caleb for $5. And so, thank you, good sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Next up, I got a couple of silvers. So I have a 1904. Yes, wait till do I have Venmo in my scroll? I got PayPal, Cashapp, and then Venmo. Right there is my Venmo at the bottom of the screen, Caleb. It's $WalkerMagnet. At WalkerMagnet. I think you will see my logo. I think you will see my logo, Caleb, when you punch that in. But it's at WalkerMagnet. That's the Venmo. That's the Venmo. So we got a couple of silver. We have a Balboa quarter, or 10 Centesimos. 10 Centesimos. Balboa and a 6 pence. I got this one because I thought the reverse was very, very pretty on that. So let's go back to the scope. So here is the reverse for the 1928 6 pence. It is a silver coin. It is a silver coin. There is the obverse. Got a large little gouge scratch there on it. But that is another King George V. I am asking $10 for these because there is a nice little silver content to that. But I thought the reverse was beautiful on that. 1928 6 pence. And then we have a silver Balboa. I thought that was cool over. 1904 Republic de Panama Balboa. So it's 0.900 silver. 900 silver. Thank you, Christopher. So you got, it's 50% silver on the 6 pence and 90% silver on the Balboa. Any interest at $10? Any interest at $10? We're not leaving it up there long. If we don't get any interest, we will move on. I have no problem keeping those in the collection. I just really thought the 6 pence was a pretty little coin. Pretty little coin. Chicken Man, give it another 30 seconds or so, and then let's just pull those out. Pull those out. All right. Next up, we have some Walkers. So this is going to, Caleb, that was a $10 minimum. $10 minimum on that. That was starting bid on that was $10. So next up we have, oops, I did pull that. I need to write that on there. Next up, I've got trying to get some Walkers out there. Now this one is not in great shape. It's a 1920S. 1920S. I'm thinking the grade is going to be about an AG. So it's not one of the prettier ones, but it got got several years on it there. So 1920, got 105 years on it. 1920S. I'm guessing the grade on this is AG. But look, I mean, it got $13 almost just in silver content. So 1920S Walking Liberty. If you're looking for a spot filler, this could be one. 1920S album filler. There is the S mint mark to the right there. And I got more years than you do, so what that's saying about me? 1920S Walking Liberty. 1920S Walking Liberty. Starting bid $16. Starting bid $16. Few more seconds there, Chicken Man, and then we'll pull it out. JC like Pam is in at 16. JC is in at 16. $20S JC at 16. That's a 4.6 million minted coin. Nice book filler. It is crafty. It is. I mean, it doesn't take much. All right, Caleb. Thank you for participating in the auction. I appreciate it. You go up just a couple grades and these start getting pricey quickly. So it is a good spot filler until a better one comes along, right? Till a better one comes along. JC like Pam going once at 16. JC going once at 16. Yeah, I went through my album. I've got a complete album, and I've got a lot of them in good to AG condition in there. Matter of fact, I went through and made me a list the other day so that I could start trying to upgrade some of those into coin shows. The only problem is I've got to decide whether I'm going to go hard on currency or try to fill spots in my, upgrade my album. So, look like JC, all in fair warning to JC at $16. Thank you, JC. Sold to JC like Pam. So the next one is also at $16. It's in a little better condition, but there is a 12 million plus mintage on this one. So it is in a little better condition. It does have a nice full date on it. Probably AG, you know, a little bit better quality than the other one. Probably a maybe a fine 12 or a fine 8 in there. So starting bid on this one also is going to be $16. Much higher mintage on this one. Did I miss something, Michael? $19.17. $19.17p. Oh yeah. Yeah, currency or coins. Right now it's currency, but I am also, that's why I've got that little book. Shell Bell asked me what I thought about it. I'm actually liking this book, Shell Bell. But the only thing I don't like about it, it's not sectioned very well, so I'm putting tabs. I'm putting tabs in there to so that I know, like, that my Morgan album area, that's the Walkers, and that's the Cap Bust. So I'm going through and using it to catalog my collection, and then make it where I can carry that to the coin shows with me. And I have an idea of what my needs are. Does make it easier to find them. We got Shell Bell coming in at 16. Shell Bell, you don't have to do that. I mean, I can put this one in with the others and be quite happy, but it can be yours for $16. I'm pretty much know that you can get free shipping. I'm pretty much assured that you can get free shipping with that. Yeah. Yeah, these are, you know, the more common older dates of silver addiction. But some people are starting out. I know Lisa D is trying to put together an album. So some of these people may have, some of them may not. So we got Shell Bell going twice, all in fair warning, to Shell Bell. Door-to-door delivery, no doubt. Top-notch delivery there, Shell Bell. You will not be dissatisfied with the delivery unless Hannah forgets to remind me to put them in my luggage. I told her, I said, I got 3 things, you know, and that was one of them to make sure I got in the luggage. I got to put the fuse back in to the, I got to put the fuse back into the other water heater because my goddaughter and Hannah want to use the big tub while I'm gone. I don't run that extra water heater when I don't need it. And I've got to put your stuff in my luggage. So I have a list. All right, so now we're going to do a couple of silver-proof quarters. For this one, we have the, there is the first. We have the Shawnee part and the Roosevelt. There is the reverse. And I will put those under the scope for you. And we have Shell Bell at 16. I have not found a blemish on these things so far. They've just got absolutely mirror finishes on them. But that is the Theodore Roosevelt 2016. And we got Michael Erickson at 17. And here is the Shawnee. That's like a drum roll there. Michael Erickson at 17. So I'm not going to handle these any more than I have to. We'll give you one more reverse shot there. The Shawnee 2016. And there is the Roosevelt, North Dakota, 2016. She's just saying, Michael Erickson, in case you do what she thinks you're going to do, that they're going to New Jersey regardless. Going to New Jersey regardless. Going once to Michael Erickson. I'm going to go ahead and start writing a name on that one. Going twice to Michael Erickson. All in fair warning. All in fair warning, Michael Erickson. Numismatic coin folk. Hope the hunt was a good one. It wasn't. Happy Father's Day to all. To the pops in the room, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, next up we have a 2014 silver proof set. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Chill Bill. We have a 2014 silver proof set, 14 coin set, $48 in milk. Now that was last week. I don't know, silver's gone up or down a little bit, but it's still above $36 an ounce. So, you know, the 90% half is $13 by itself. So you get the half with the dimes and the quarter and the dollar coin there. And the penny, don't forget the penny or cent. Got you perfectionists out there that's gonna be correcting me. So there are the dollar coins, and then here are the quarters. So for this set, we have the Great Smoky Mountains, the Great Sand Dunes, Shenandoah, the Arches, and the Everglades. Any interest at $40. Any interest at $40. You've got Warren Harding, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D., and Calvin Coolidge. Numismatic says, I'm a player at 40. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. There are the rest of the coins. Jonathan Eason is in at 41. Noob at 42. I don't know if that helped or hurt the situation. Don't look like it helped it none. We got Numismatic at 42. And going once. Going once to Noob at 42. JC likes Pam at 43. Noob is in at 44. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. JC like Pam at 45. JC like Pam going once at 45. And there is the COA. And going twice, there's the box. The boxes on all of these have been very nice too. Always a nice plus to have the box not tore to shreds. Got a little wear on the corner, but overall not bad. And all in fair warning. All in fair warning. JC likes Pam at 45. And sold to JC likes Pam. Appreciate all the bidders on that. That's going to wrap up all of the proof sets, so those will not be, won't have any more of those for a while. All right, so this is a used Liberty Head nickel. If you have a V nickel collection, this is a used Liberty Head nickel for Whitman Classic album. The album's in great shape as far as the outside cover. Unlike the Dansco albums I've been selling, I have had coins in and out of this one. So this is an album I have completed. So I just yesterday took the coins out of this album and put them in my Dansco album. In the lot of Dansco albums I bought recently, I had that, so I just put that in there and swapped them over. I thought I have to get 10, at least offer it for 10, because it's going to cost me over $5 to ship it. So we have JC likes Pam. Well, I kind of, that was my first album that I ever completed. And, you know, the 12S in that album, there's only 238,000 of the 12S's that are in there. So that coin in itself is a hard one to find. But it still got some room for improvement too. I need to update it. Oh, Hannah Cargyle woke up. I almost took a picture. I walked in there. Hannah's asleep on the couch. Angus is asleep at her feet, and Walker's laying in the floor stretched out next to her. So I thought that was funny. So JC, you have the bid at 10. The album's in good shape. Aside from popping coins in and out a few times, there's not a lot of deformation of the pages. All of the panels are there, so I still think it's a worthy buy at $10. These go for about $35 or so. So anyway, we have JC. JC is stepping up for $10. Thank you, sir. $10 is a steal, says Hannah Lee Cargyle. And so to JC, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. So next up is one of the Dansco albums that I've been doing. I'm gonna put this one back up. So this is the Liberty Dimes. So the Liberty Head or Barber Dimes as they're called. And starting bid on this one is $28. $28. These are as new. I mean, they are not in the cellophane anymore, but I cannot see any evidence on any of these that they have ever been used at all. I think what happened where I bought them from, a guy brought a collection in, and he had the albums, and for whatever reason had to sell the collection before he ever put them in. So I got a pretty good set. Starting bid is $28. Here are the pages inside. So I'm not actually, I think the quarter album I'm going to keep. I started looking at it, and this one would be a worthy collection addition too. So I have no problem at all if there is no interest. We'll run it for a little bit longer. If anybody's interested, Liberty Dimes, Barber Dimes, Dansco album, give it a little bit longer. Chicken Man, there is a little dent right there I'm seeing. A little bit longer. All right. I don't see any interest. Chicken Man, go ahead and pull it out. One thing I like about them, Crafty, is the size. So on the left, you have Liberty Head Nickel album that JC bought. They're more a ring binder size, and the Dansco just are a lot slimmer. Like this Liberty Head album had 2 pages for my dimes. The Dansco album put them all on one page, but it did have a second page in it, but a little more condensed, but a lot thinner and easier to store, I believe. So lot 9 is pulled. I will have that around, so if at some point somebody decides they may want that, hey, and maybe I put it in the description, and maybe we got a buy it now lot on that at some point. All right, last item on the list. That was an extra I put in there on that Dansco, so I've got this marked as lot number 9, but it's actually 10. So this is a pricey item, I know, but I've got 2 of them, and the one in my album is as good as this one. But this is a 34 Walker, 34 Walking Liberty, and it graded NGC, Mint State 65. So $300 is just a little over wholesale, under retail for this coin. So I thought I would offer it out there. If there's not any interest, I'm going to put it in the description as a buy it now at some point. So down the road, if somebody maybe is putting their pennies together to be able to get a very, very exemplary example of a walker, that's what they're supposed to look like. There's no wear on the breast feathers. It is just a beautiful coin, so I thought I would offer it up. I can't be disappointed if that one sits in the collection. So there is the obverse. So if you ever wondered what a walker should look like, that's what she should look like. Almost 100 years old and still that great. Oh, awesome, Fleabag. Tell Ron and Sir Benji I said hi. Hello. Oh, and Susie Q. Tell Susie Q I said hi too. I agree, Crafty Dragon. So we're going to pull that, Chicken Man. But it will be available in the description if down the road someone is wanting to invest in a nice Walking Liberty. It will be around. Or not. That's one you can put in the safe and not be not worry too much about keeping it. So, all right, we have completed another afternoon with WalkerMagnet. Let's see, I'm going to change this camera back. And then I got to change it around. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that was fun. Another good hunt. I mean, you know, hunting is what it is right now, so there's not a lot of silver being found. Occasionally somebody will hit a box. Hunting Southwest Ohio had a crazy box a week or so ago with 2 silver proofs in it. So anyway, anyhow, there's still a little silver out there, but it's few and far between. We're going to keep plugging away at it, though. Maybe we will be the blind hog finding the acorn down the road at some point. But anyway, anyhow, unfortunately, Paul will not be on. It's possible Namaste may do a pop-up stream this afternoon. Thank you for saying that, Martin Bowen. I agree. All right, okay. Namaste. We'll do a little fill-in this afternoon, so drop in and say hi. I will try to do that also. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Take a minute if you have, you know, if it's in memory or if your father's still around, make sure you make this day special. Oh, no EOSs. I was getting way out of sort there. We do have 2 EOSs, so let's get those going. Devil's Lettuce Demon. We do have 2 EOSs. I'm sorry if I run anybody off there. I got a little ahead of myself. So let's start those. We're going to do the first EOS is for everyone, even if you've won a giveaway, everyone EOS 2 minutes. And then we have a members only EOS. Thank you, Shellbell. I got a little bit cross-eyed there. A little bit cross-eyed there. Again, though, I do thank everybody for being in today. We got a couple more subs added to the count. That's always good. We've got 1 minute, 15 seconds to go to get in on the giveaway. 25 people in, 42 people watching. Glad to see that number come up a little bit. Roy Hathaway, missed you. Sorry about that, Roy. Good to see you. KCB, hopes everybody tonight on Hunting Southwest Ohio. You've got a 47 second to get in. New Marshall in town made it. How you doing, buddy? We have 7 seconds. 7 seconds to go. He's getting his full money's worth, Valerie. Thank you, Gabe. I love you, man. All right, here we go. We got 30 people in. This is for the first EOS that is for everybody, and that winner's going to be Brent Straddle. Brent Straddle. I can't remember, Brent, if you have won a giveaway before, or maybe even an auction. If you have not, I need an email with your address, and I will send you a sticker and screwdriver to go along with that. So you won a Jim Thompson. I didn't note that on there. JT. Jim Thompson donated some 40%ers, and you won one of them. There is Sir Benji. Sir Benji, how are you doing? There is your, let's see, there is your, wrong camera. Your 67 40%er. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. And now we got another giveaway we're going to do. This is for members only. So you have to be a member to enter this giveaway. We're going to complete that one. Brent Straddle, congratulations.
Very generous.
And we're doing another members only. Michael Erickson's in with $2. $2, Michael Erickson. Thank you, sir. Very generous, as always. Members only giveaway. This is for 2 90%ers. Trying to do a little extra for the members that support the stream so nicely, and I appreciate you greatly. You've got a nice 64 Kennedy. Sir Benji comes in with 5 WalkerMagnet memberships. Thank you, Sir Benji. It'll be hard for me to. I will go back. We can do this. We can do this. Sir Benji with 5 WalkerMagnet membership. We got Roy Hathaway, Gene Anderson, Bellows Forge, and David and Dalvin Purcell. So thank you, Sir Benji. I appreciate that very much, as always. There's Gina Nesbitt. How are you? So you have to be a member to get in on this one. This is a members-only giveaway. I'm on that train. Namaste in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Namaste. You guys are way too generous. Way too generous. We have 56 seconds to go. 18 people in. Members only giveaway. So get in as you can. Namaste, you are already in, so you are good. 18 people in. Sam Wilson is at the Tulsa Coin Show. I guess you're still there, Sam. I hope it's gone well for you. There are all the names on the list. We got 18 people in. Members only giveaway. Getting a 53 Benji. 53 what? I think it may be an S. Yep, 53S Benji. And a 64 Kennedy. 3 minutes to go. And that's going to do it. Good luck, everyone. And here we go, picking a winner. That winner's going to be Dad's Spare Change. Dad's Spare Change.
Very generous of you.
Numismatic, $2 choo-choo. Thank you, good sir. That is very generous of you. You guys are knocking it out of the ballpark today. I mean, just walk-off home run by my very gracious subscribers and members. I appreciate all of you. Sir Benji, BLT, well, that sounds good. I wish I had some tomatoes, but I don't. So, I don't know what lunch is going to be, but I'm hungry. Y'all are making me hungry, Sir Benji. You shouldn't be doing that in the middle of a stream. Sir Benji, you should know better than to talk bacon in the middle of a stream. Send to Noah Erickson. I can do that. Noah via Michael and Nicole. I can do that. Thank you, Dad Spare Chain. Very generous of you. I will do that. I will do that. And Silverman about to fire up the grill. Oh, y'all killing me. Y'all are killing me. Well, I don't know. I have not looked at it. It does sound good. That could be a potato salad that I could eat, Hannah. that could be a potato salad I could eat. We did get him to 500 subs last week. So that was very good. We're going to complete that. Again, thank you, Dad, for change. Very generous of you. That will be headed up to Michael Erickson. Showbell said, and we have a grill, WalkerMagnet. We can work with a grill for sure. So did I forget anything else? Was there anything else I needed to do? I don't think so. I think we finally got it all covered there. Got a little bit ahead of myself, but we are good now. So thank you, Martin Bowen. I'm looking forward to it. So again, just a reminder, I will be out of town next week. So the next stream will be Tuesday week. So not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday we will be back with some hunt. Probably be coins. Probably will be maybe a box and some bills, something like that. I got plans for the Blackstone Silver Circuit. I just got to get her seasoned up and ready to go. So I'm going to let everybody go. Have a great afternoon. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. Please enjoy it with your family. And we will see you guys again in a week or so. So happy Father's Day, everybody. Thanks to my mods. I appreciate everybody else. See you on Hunting Southwest Ohio tonight. And then we will see you again. I'll be in some streams as around on my phone or whatever, so we still will be able to do that. There will be no Tuesday night for me, so we will see you again before long. Have a good day, have a good week, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.